Son, where did you get this gun?
My mom gave it to me.
When you think about Police Academy today, you might think about the dying star or falling hero. It is true that this movie that has branched out into countless, 8 sequels, has diluted the essence of the original film. To be fair, the last one I watched was number 5, which was the first one without Steve Guttenberg. But the movie that came out in 1984 still has a staying power today. I'm Meffistoe, and this is my review of Police Academy.
To me, marriage is a sacred institution. So tell me, you and the wife do it doggy style or what?
Police Academy was a runaway hit in 1984 produced by the Ladd Company. Alan Ladd Jr. was a big-time producer who was involved in bringing to the screens movies like Star Wars, Alien, and Young Frankenstein as the head of 20th Century Fox. On his own, though, it was a completely different situation, and by the time Police Academy was successful, the company was on its way to shutting down.
Because it's exciting, it's different. It'll give me a chance to meet interesting and unusual people.
Police Academy starts off with introducing us to a situation. An unnamed city is lowering the bar of acceptance into the police academy in order to combat rampant violence in the streets. Before the enrollment day, we get introduced to some of the characters. At first, we're introduced to some side characters like Tackleberry and Leslie Barbara, but then we introduced to our titular hero, Carrie Mahoney. Mahoney is kind of a repeat offender, a son of a cop that never wanted to follow his dad's footsteps. After he gets arrested again, he is faced with a choice: join Police Academy or spend hard time in jail.
Police Academy or jail?
Will I get my own squad car?
You'll get 14 weeks of academy training in discipline.
As enrollment day rolls by, we get introduced to the other recruits and the heads of the academy. Naturally, the chief of police, who doesn't like the mayor's new policy, asks that they would give the new recruits a hard time. The fact that suits Lieutenant Harris quite fine, but Commandant Lassard, as usual, has his head in the clouds, so he really doesn't care. Because Mahoney wants to get kicked out on the first day, he does his absolute best to piss off Harris. But when he gets sent to Commandant Lassard's office, he discovers that Captain Reed, the guy who sent him to the police academy, made sure that he'll have to stay for the duration of the course.
I'm trapped here?
Well, yes, we all are.
Meanwhile, Harris finds a couple of yes men from the cadets and makes sure that they keep a close tabs over Mahoney. Mahoney, being the likable guy that he is, he makes friends with other cadets. But what he really wants is to get into the pants of Karen Thompson. He helps out Leslie Barbara, Larvell Jones, and Moses Hightower. But he is in a constant war of attrition with Blanks and Copeland, the yes men of Lieutenant Harris. It all comes to a head when Mahoney sticks up for his friends, gets thrown out, but on the same day, riots flare up and the city is in shambles. Mahoney decides to keep wearing the uniform and helps his friends to make it in one piece.
Be back in 5 minutes!
Yes, sir.
Shit, I'm deaf.
I really can't do the story of the movie much justice. The movie is 90 minutes and there are so many short little scenes filled up with gags. I think the creators wanted to catch the essence of the movie of Stripes, but switch it over to being a police academy rather than just a boot camp. The main driver of the comedy is led by Mahoney, and his different interactions with the other cadets, with Blanks and Copeland, Lieutenant Harris, and of course, Lassard.
Good speech.
We get to see the good nature of Mahoney, because on the one hand, he is kind and understanding towards his friends, teaching Hightower how to drive, giving Barbara confidence, and when the moment arrives, sticking up for him. And furthermore, he makes sure that his friends won't get caught with a hooker in their dorm during inspection. On the other hand, he is making fun of Lieutenant Harris. He pulls pranks on him and Every time Lieutenant Harris stumbles, Mahoney is there to remind everybody what happens. And the pranks don't just go on Lieutenant Harris. Blanks and Copeland get their fair share. One of the most hilarious things is sending them to a gay nightclub. So if you ever hear someone mention the Blue Oyster Bar, this is the movie the gag came from. Because this movie was made in the 80s, there's always an element of raunchiness. It's not overt, but it is there. If you're easily offended, this might not be the movie for you, but compared to other raunchy comedies of the same time, this one is pretty much tame. I mean, it was so tame, they made 2 seasons of a cartoon show out of this franchise.
And you are the arresting officer. What do you say, Hooks?
It is crazy to think that out of the glorious year that was 1984, a few movies in the top 10s were comedies, 2 of them involving cops. One was Beverly Hills Cop and the other was The Police Academy, that didn't have a worldwide release. I highly recommend you pick up this movie and watch it and see why all the different side characters fill up this movie with such joy and laughter that they got brought back again and again just to make us laugh.
Get back in line.
I thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this review, smash that like button and help me out to beat that algorithm. Check out other reviews that I've done in the past, or check out our live Saturday show where we cover all sorts of amazing movies. And remember, hope is a good thing, maybe even the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I'll see you on the next video.